Now, going further into elections, let us see when can the elections be called as democratic in nature. For this, first of all, everybody should have the right to vote. That is, all adults should have the right to vote irrespective of all the distinctions. So, that is the first criteria of a democratic election. Second is, all candidates and political parties should be free to contest election. So, it should not be just voting, but also the right to get contested is required for a democratic election. The third is that the elections should be held at regular intervals. It should not be that the country says that we actually had elections say 20 years back. It should be after 4, 5 or 6 years as the need be. Now, the most preferred candidate should get elected. That is, it should be that the person who is more popular, the election should be such that he actually comes to power. And last and the most important is that the elections should be free and fair. There should be no unfair means employed in the elections, and if all these 5 things are maintained in elections, then definitely it is a democratic election. But some people argue that such kind of elections or political competitions which are held are not good, and some say they are good. But as every coin has 2 sides, so this elections or political competition as we call it has both advantages and disadvantages. The advantages are that due to the elections or political competitions, the candidate gets motivated to work for the welfare of the people. He is in competition with other candidates to do the best for his constituency or the country. The second advantage is, at the back of his mind, there is always a worry of the next election. That is, he wants to prove himself, he wants to work hard to show to his voters that yes, he is the right candidate for the next elections. But the disadvantages are that when such a political competition goes on in a country, it definitely leads to disunity and factionalism. That is, people get divided on the basis of color, caste, religion, language, area. So, the country gets disunited. The Indians, if we say, then they get subdivided on the basis of various factions. And to win elections, people employ dirty tricks. That is, rigging goes on, because the motive is in a competition to win the election. And when that's the motive, then everything is fair. Even resorting to dirty tricks is actually done in political competitions. So, those are the advantages and disadvantages of elections or political competitions.